Today I'm going to talk about the power of not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. A few months ago, I was having a tutoring session with a fourth grader. And at the beginning of the session, we started talking about YouTube. And he found out that I had a YouTube channel, and then he started sharing information about YouTube that I did not know myself. I took a sheet of paper out and I started writing notes. I looked at him and I smiled and said, "Keep talking." He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Keep talking." And he said, "You're writing notes." I said, "Yes, I'm writing notes. You're sharing things with me that I do not know, so keep talking." And I started asking him questions about YouTube, and he started sharing with me ideas. He started sharing me with different aspects of YouTube that I did not know. And I started writing them and learning them and understanding even more about YouTube. So today when we talk about the power of not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, is that we have to be able to understand and learn. We have to be teachable. We have to be able to see the importance in things. We have to be able, in this time and this age that we're in, to see the value of things. Not every single thing you hear will always be bad. You see, within everything, there's a morsel or nugget, a seed of understanding, a seed of innovation, a seed of an idea in which you can plant, and that seed itself could germinate. Within every bathwater, there's a baby. And you have to be able to identify. You have to be able to discern what the baby is. Take the baby out of the bathwater, then flow away the bathwater. You have to be able to listen to each other. You have to be able to listen to ideas. You have to be able to listen when people speak and be able to. I have a concept called File 13. I listen to anyone, and if I don't agree or disagree with something, I don't necessarily have to tell you. I just file 30 in it. I keep all the good and I throw away everything else. A simple way of putting it is that I eat the meat and I throw away the bone. You see, the fundamental fact is what prevents us from advancing, what prevents us from benefiting from change is that we're so stubborn in our ways that we throw away the good and the bad altogether because we may disagree with somebody, or we may disagree with an idea, or we may disagree with a certain group of people, or we may disagree with a certain belief system. We don't see the portions of it that we could take out and we could use, the portions of it that we could take and we could plant as seeds or implement in what we're doing. So in this day and age, we have to learn to function with a spirit of discernment, being able to discern the times, being able to discern the different things that are happening, have vision. If you own a business, you have to look at what's happening. You have to look at how things are changing technologically. You have to look at where things are going, and you have to position yourself there. You have to be able to juxtaposition yourself. You have to be able to be elevated above so that you can look down and see what's happening, so then you know point blank the direction in which you need to go. You have to be able to know the different trends that are happening, and as you understand those different trends, you position yourself adequately so you could benefit from those trends. Does it mean that you have to agree with everything that's happening? No, you don't. You don't have to agree at all. You could take an idea. I was reading some notes the other day, and it was going back to the time when oil was invented. And oil was invented, and as oil was invented, oil was such a new thing. And people were discrediting. They said all manner of evil about oil. And what happened? The majority of people were against it. The people who were pulling horse-drawn carriages were against it. The people who were cleaning up the manure from off the streets were against it because they figured they would lose their jobs and all of those different things. The invention of the car was coming around, and all of a sudden you have all of these different things that are happening that will cause a change. And those changes causes people to be given wrong information. And as a result of that, as people were fed all this information, they ran away from it in the opposite direction. And then the ones who ran towards it benefited from it. And what happened in society is that people who run towards things and see the good in things and utilizes them and utilize that good, they end up making it in life. And then the ones who don't always complain because they made it and they don't. So therefore, they need to share what they made with me. Because you see, they saw the vision. They saw the ideas. They saw what was coming and they were able to capitalize off of it. So therefore, I deserve to be shared with. I deserve a portion of what they have. So you see, it's so important that we look at all the different things that are happening. We look at all the advancement in terms of technology, in terms of currency, in terms of digital currencies, and in terms of supply chain, in terms of how the market change is changing. And yes, not relegating or getting rid of our belief systems, but looking and seeing where the baby is in the bathwater, looking and seeing where the ideas are in which we could utilize to make what we're doing better. You know, a lot of times people look at things like Twitter and Instagram and all of that, and you look at all the negatives and you look at the different things that people are doing, but then you have to also think too, how many people the different things are reaching. So if you were to utilize those mediums and you were to utilize them for the good, how many people could you reach? And how many people could you reach that are doing it for the bad, that if they're impacted, the audience they have is enormous? And imagine if those people who were impacted, who were doing it using things for bad, change for the good, they'll have influence over all those audiences that they have. So what I want to encourage each and every one of you is that you go out in life is to always look for the baby in the bathwater. Look for the ideas. Listen and look. Being able to discern is that having the ability to hear, having the ability to see, having the ability to see like an eagle. You know, a falcon is a unique bird because a falcon could change direction anytime. You see, a falcon sees its prey and it goes down and swoops down and it effortlessly changes direction. And whenever it needs to change direction with pinpoint accuracy, it changes that direction and it's able to see its prey from a high vantage point. And as he's able to see, he's able to even stop in midair if he has to. And stop and then just suddenly change direction. So you see, as you go about in life and as you discern and as you look at the different things that are happening, a lot of times you have to tweak things. I know people like looking at what I cook and the different things that I do. But nothing I do, it came up perfect the first time. I was telling somebody the other day, you never see the one or twice or couple times when something got burnt. You don't see those opportunities, but you see the fundamental fact with life, all what you have to do is to remember one thing. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. So things may look tough. Things may look bleak. Opportunities may look like they're stagnating. But I want to encourage you every single day to get up and keep moving forward. Get up, don't compete with anyone else. Get up every single day and strive to be 1% better than you were the day before. Get up every single day and go out there and do something that for the betterment of mankind. Get up every single day and learn to love the person that you see in the mirror. And as you learn to love the person that you see in the mirror, you go out there and love people just like you learn to love yourself. Treat others like you like others to treat you. And if you follow that golden rule, you will always benefit in life. Life is such a unique experience and such a unique opportunity. You are alive for such a time as this. You're alive not because of the chaos that's going on in the world. You're alive not because of the hardships that people are enduring, but you're alive to be a catalyst, an agent of change that brings about change in this time, this juncture in history. You're alive to be the formers and the formulators of a better tomorrow. You're alive to be the innovators and the ones who bring about innovative and inventive ideas. You're alive to be the one who encourage others, to love others, to care for others. You are alive to be the ones that help to lift others up and say, come up higher. So I want to encourage you as you go out there today. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Realize within every single thing there's a morsel of a seed. Look for that seed and water that seed. Go out there and speak hope over someone. Even though they are struggling, even though they seem like they're not doing what they need to be doing right, there's always that baby in the bathwater. There is always that seed that you could water. Look for the good in others. And as you look for the good in others, encourage that. As you look for the good in others, love on others. As you look for the good in others, care for others. And as you do that, you will truly start seeing the change in the world that you desire, because you will first of all start seeing the changes in you. So go out there and have an awesome growth day. And don't forget the power of not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Have a blessed day. God bless you. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button below. When you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to select the bell, because by selecting the bell, it gives you that wonderful opportunity to be notified whenever I add a new video. God bless you.